I'm getting too old for this shit. Big Deke news. Like, I'm just out here trying to enjoy my weekend. Had a wedding to go to on Friday, Saturday, go to the Pitt game. Meanwhile, George Pickens is trying to kill the vibes.
What the hell, bro?
It all started on Friday when he unfollowed Kenny Pickett, Mike Tomlin, and the Steelers on Instagram and scrubbed his account clean of any Steelers-related stuff. In addition, he reposted a reel to his Instagram story that read, "When you've been thugging it out for so long, so you genuinely start tweaking." And at the bottom, he wrote, "Free me." And it just so happened that the timing of all this was not optimal because this all happened after the Thursday night game where Pickens only had 2 receptions for -1 yards, and he was seen very sullen on the sidelines despite the Steelers winning, and also didn't really show much enthusiasm after his teammate Deontay Johnson caught the game-winning touchdown pass. So if you're going to piece all this puzzle together, right, I think it would be fair to assume from the outside looking in that George Pickens is not happy with something, right? Whether it is the Steelers, Tomlin, Kenny Pickett, whatever the pie chart is, he's not happy with his current situation, which, back to the beginning, killed the vibe, man, because this is coming off of our nice Thursday night win. You know, teams 5-3, we're right in the midst of this playoff mix, and our star receiver is doing stuff like this on social media. It's like, damn, bro, now what? You even had AB chiming in out of nowhere. After he saw everything that Pickens was doing on social media, he says, "The Steelers are known for putting players against each other. James Harrison versus Lamar Woodley. AB versus Emmanuel Sanders. Don't know what he was going for here at the third. Maybe he was going for Shazier." And then he says, "Pickens versus Deontay." So yeah, for a minute there, things are looking bleak because you don't really know what's going on. Is Pickens actually unhappy? Does he want to trade? Does he want out of Pittsburgh? And then if you're the Steelers, do you reward this behavior? Do you start force-feeding Pickens the ball? But I don't think that solves anything. That does you no good. But then I don't think it makes sense to just flat out ignore things either. But we did get some positive news within 24 hours because the next day, Pickens posts to his Instagram story, says, "Assumptions, LOL, over a picture. That has nothing to do with football. Y'all need urgent care, LOL." And apparently he did follow Tomlin, Pickett, the Steelers back, and also posted some Steelers stuff back to his Instagram profile. Now, my rebuttal would be, isn't unfollowing your quarterback, your coach, and your team have something to do with football? So I don't think people are crazy or need urgent care for reading into this a little bit, especially with how Thursday Night Football went for you and how your body language was on the sidelines and whatnot. But me personally, one, this era just needs to end with the whole scrubbing of social media and doing little passive-aggressive social media things if you're a football. It just needs to completely end. But two, I'm personally probably not going to be reading into this too much because it is social media. It is not reality, whereas we really don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Like, let me put it to you this way. For example, like, Pickens or any football player could do this if they want to. They could just say, "Hey, I'm feeling like in a joking mood on this Friday. Why not do stuff like this? Unfollow some of my teammates, scrub my social media account of Steelers stuff, and watch the media run with this and make it a big story and blow it out of proportion." Pickens literally could do that. Like, that is a legitimate option. So I don't even think it's worth speculating one way or another, digging so deep into this until something actually happens in real life. Now, maybe you could say, "Oh, man, Pickens' body language at the game wasn't what you're looking to see," right? At the same time, that dude is an alpha receiver, and I think we've seen it since football has started that, yeah, sometimes receivers get a little bit unhappy when they don't get the ball. It is what it is. But I'm also seeing Pickens blocking like crazy out there, opening up running lanes for the running backs, giving 100% effort. It's not like he's hurting the team when he's on the football field. He's not mailing it in. He's not sulking out there, not giving 100%. I'm seeing the opposite. So that's the weird thing for me. I'm seeing actual effort, that he cares when he's on the football field, but his off-field actions could make you question that. I'm going to go with what I see on the field, and currently Pickens is still a Pittsburgh Steeler, and he's going to be playing for our team this upcoming week. Now, the flip side of it, though, is Hines Ward made a good point. It's like, dude, what are you doing here? Again, this era of social media stuff just needs to end, where you're drawing attention to yourself, because whenever you do that, you're drawing attention away from the team, because that's really what it comes down to with football. It is about the team. And Hines made the point that, listen, I don't have my accolades, I don't have my success, or, even the Steelers don't have their success just simply because of me. It takes the team, it takes the players around us. So that would be my advice to Pickens too going forward. It's like there are little things popping up where you're drawing attention to yourself in a negative way. Let's not make it all about you. This is about the Pittsburgh Steelers. And with us being 5-3 in the playoff mix, things going in the right direction, there's no reason to try to put a speed bump on that, because I do think Pickens is a team guy. He shows that. It's just, of course, yes, if you're a receiver, you do want the ball more. You want to have a bigger impact on your team winning. So yeah, ultimately you just got to figure out the balance of all this. And hopefully Pickens does. And honestly, you got a good guy on your team to look to in Deontay Johnson, because whenever we had him on the podcast, he mentioned how frustrated he was last year, not getting the ball as much as when he did whenever Big Ben was the quarterback, because we were going through that whole quarterback change, Trubisky to Pickett would get hurt. Then we go back to Trubisky, and just flat out the offense wasn't throwing the ball as much as when we had Ben. And Deontay handled it like a true professional. So there's a guy on your team that can help you sift through these waters and help you figure it out. But yeah, I'm not looking too much into this. I don't think it's not completely nothing, but at the same time, it's social media, bro. Like, it's social media. But that's it for this edition of Big Deep News on a Monday. I hope you guys enjoyed, and stay chilling. Peace.